There you see the aftermath, ladies and gentlemen, of MCW Anniversary 2007. Shawn Credle here along with my broadcast partner, Jerry Straus. And what a night it was this evening. Unbelievable turn of events that took place in that ring. Can you believe what Danny McDevitt had to say earlier this evening?
That was the most personal. That was reality TV right there. I mean, this is my first time here, man. I don't know what the hell I walked into.
It was a strange and surreal feeling. Danny McDevitt obviously all the time being honest with us, and he was certainly honest with us this evening. But of course, we learned that there's a new person here in MCW that's in charge, and that man is Salvatore Sincere.
That's right, the man who tells it like it is, the man who's going to take MCW to new heights, the man who makes his own rules, and I say, all for the better.
Thanks to the divorce settlement, he now has 50% control of the company, and he made his impact tonight. We'll get to that a little bit later on, but the opening match started out with a bang as the Ghetto Mafia defeated the Holy Rollers to become the #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championship.
That's right. That's my unofficial crew, so to speak. Those guys treated me warmly, and I can't wait for the celebration because they're the new #1 contenders. They're going to get a tag title match in the near future.
Your unofficial crew. You have been nowhere near Poplar Grove and Edmondson Avenue, my friend. You can't even find it on a map or GPS for that matter.
What's GPS?
And look at your threads. I mean, that's definitely not Poplar Grove Edmondson material. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, from that point on, it went to strange events that took place in the lounge with Nicky Benz. He was supposed to interview Christian York, and he did somewhat. I mean, the Ghetto Mafia upset over the remarks that Nicky Benz made on a Monday night program, and they took exception to it, came out, addressed the situation. The interview was supposed to be with Christian York. Christian York came out to the ring, but all of a sudden, he wasn't Christian York anymore.
No. We talked about his background as a magician in recent times, and he had a trick up his sleeve for everyone. Pulled the wool over everyone's eyes, and Christian York, no more. He's the fabulous Fabian, and I think that he's going to rise to even greater heights now in MCW.
The fabulous Fabian, huh? Here's a man who's a former Cruiserweight champion, former Tag Team champion, two-time winner of the Shamrock Cup, and now he's the fabulous Fabian.
Taking it to another level. Maybe the heavyweight championship is in his future now.
Unbelievable. But ladies and gentlemen, it didn't stop there. Of course, the Rehoboth Beach crew on the losing end, losing to the Slackers. RBC looking for a new member. They didn't find it tonight.
No, they didn't, but they found something just a little while later that was a hell of a lot more valuable.
Yeah, they sure did. Tyler Hilton found a shot at the MCW Rage TV Championship thanks to an injury to Jason Static, who was supposed to be here tonight. He ruptured his patella. Of course, could not get his shot at the Rage TV Championship. Tyler Hilton took full advantage, called out the champion, and somehow, some way, walked out of here the new MCW Rage TV champion.
Oh, it is going to be a hot, a new word they taught me, a buff party back at RBC for Season 2, man. They're bringing home the gold.
A buff party. I can imagine you hanging out in Rehoboth Beach. You're wearing Rehoboth Beach wear more than you are Ghetto Mafia wear.
So, it's fun hanging out there. You never been to a buff party?
No, sorry. Thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, from there, the #1 contenders match taking place tonight. Danny Doring defeating the fabulous Fabian to become the #1 contender for the MCW Heavyweight Championship. But that match wasn't going to happen thanks to Salvatore Sincere.
No, it wasn't. No championship on the line tonight, but something a lot more devastating, something a lot more brutal. And yeah, Danny Doring may have gotten the fluke victory over the fabulous Fabian, but we have not heard the last of that either.
Well, your good buddy Sal kept interjecting himself all night long and decided that the Bruiser was not going to face Genesis. Now Patrick Brink was going to face Patrick Brink tonight. Instead, they sent DJ Hyde out here to face Patrick Brink, and Patrick Brink, with the genocide on a near 300-pounder, scored the victory.
Yeah, he lucked into that as well, but how can you blame the Bruiser? Why would he want to soil his hands on this young punk geek kid? And he can just get DJ Hyde to try and do the dirty work. Maybe he wasn't successful, but can't blame him for trying, man. I'd say that this thing far from over as well.
And then the owner, the true owner of the company, Danny McDevitt, came out and said enough is enough. Had enough with his big buddy Sal and decided to make some changes of his own. Yes, we were going to have a tag team main event, which saw Bruiser and Adam Flash against Danny Doring, the man who should have gotten a title shot. And his partner, named by Danny McDevitt, would be the Monster Abyss. But that wasn't the only surprise, as our illustrious owner decided that Lita would be the special guest referee.
Could the deck be stacked any more against Adam Flash and the Bruiser? A biased referee, a monster on the opposite side of the ring. These guys were set up for destruction. In my opinion, it's just pure skill, toughness, and luck that they were able to get out in the position that they did.
Well, that was the main event of the evening, and we'll get to that a little bit later on. But the next matchup was the MCW Tag Team Championship. So much controversy coming out of that match. The champions actually walking out of the Tag Team Championship match. And you condone this?
What do you expect? They're underlings. They're employees. The guys who are supposed to respect them, look up to them, all of a sudden they were in their faces challenging for the titles. I mean, where's the company's support, man? Where is the organization?
If they were that good, they would have went in there and successfully defended the titles, not walk out of the championship match.
Well, if you ask me, maybe they were trying to save the harmony in Fat Blues Incorporated. We all know that Kelly Bell and Buzz Stryker are the rightful tag team champions.
Oh, well, they are the tag team champions for now. We'll see what happens when the Ghetto Mafia comes to cash in on that tag team title opportunity. But we went from there to a championship match. The MCW Cruiserweight Champion, Alex Shelley, defending the title against Derek Frazier and Ruckus. But that was not the case.
No, it wasn't. Again, another unpredictable situation. It's like the Wild Wild West up here in MCW, man. All of a sudden, no more Cruiserweight title on the line, but Blackout, Robbie Moreno throwing out the challenge for Ruckus and his partner Sabian to defend the CZW Tag Team Championships right here. What a match that was.
Unbelievable. Combat Zone Wrestling Tag Team Championships on the line and an MCW event unheard of, but it happened here tonight. But I got to wonder, based on the actions of Derek Frazier, and we saw what happened at the end of that match, Derek Frazier turning on his partner, Alex Shelley, costing them the CZW Tag Team titles. You had to know Derek Frazier was upset. He walked into tonight with a guaranteed shot at the Cruiserweight Championship, was the only man in that match not wearing a championship belt, and that's the way he left the match, not a champion.
Well, Derek Frazier was prepared to challenge once again for that Cruiserweight Championship. He wasn't prepared to team against Alex Shelley, a man whom he had never teamed with before. He didn't want any part of the CZW Tag Team Championships tonight. He wanted to be the man in the Cruiserweight division. Maybe it was emotion, maybe it was frustration, whatever the case may be. He took it out on Alex Shelley in a bad way.
Derek Frazier walked out of here with Alex Shelley's Cruiserweight Championship belt. Trust me, we haven't heard the end of this one, but folks, it all led to the gigantic main event tag team matchup, which saw Abyss and Danny Doring defeat the MCW champion Adam Flash and the Bruiser. Adam Flash is lucky. He knew his title should have been on the line tonight.
He was lucky that he escaped out of here with that biased referee, Lita, of course, certainly leaning toward her good friend, Danny Doring, and the Monster Abyss, that maniac, that psycho, that uncontrollable beast.
Oh.
And yeah, they may have gotten the win, did Abyss and Doring, but the war far from over. And mark my words, the Monster now has a date one-on-one with the Bruiser in the near future.
Yes, he does. And mark it down, ladies and gentlemen. It will be March 25th. It's already been signed. The Monster Abyss returning the Maryland Championship Wrestling. He's going one-on-one with the Bruiser in that very ring. So make sure you tune in for updates here on MarylandWrestling.com. For Jerry Straus, I'm Shawn Credle saying good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.